The interesting thing at the moment is there are more transactions taking place in most markets than in any other peaking period, but there are so many more buyers than there has been in previous periods, which is why the demand is actually driving up. So the transactions are there. It's not like there's a lack of stock. There's just more buyers than there is stock.
Yeah, and there also is the thing is that the vendors start putting their property on the market. When these negative headlines start hitting, they start putting their property on the market because they think, oh, God, the peak's about now. I need to put my property on the market because I might miss it. I might miss the boat. So they do that. And then often they then start to outstrip the market in terms of their expectations. Sometimes
expectations.
Yeah. So if buyers do
if
start
I can get
nervous,
a crazy price, I'll sell it.
Yeah. And they start getting the buyers start getting nervous and they start sitting back and they start thinking, oh, I'm not going to compromise on that main road home anymore. Or I'm not going to buy that one that's got the south facing garden. Oh, wait, because look, there's more stock coming on the market and I can actually be picky again. But those owners of properties that are compromised properties, often they don't recognise, or even if they do, they just think that somebody should pay stupid money for them. And so you'll start to see that those properties start passing in. And that's what we're seeing, that the C grade, all the agents are saying to me, yeah, it's just normal times. A grade property is competitive. B's got one or maybe two buyers on it. We'll sell that prior to auction, and the C's are passing in. So the clearance rates fall, the days on markets for those properties that actually are private treaty and not going to auction, they get longer. So it takes longer to sell each property. Then that feeds into more negative feedback, more or less buyer confidence. And that continues until the property market is perceived to be good value again. Then buyers start buying. We go beyond 6 o'clock. We start going to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, back up to 9 o'clock, and the whole thing starts all over again.
Yes. And it is a reasonably predictable cycle. But I know that you and I have both found that over the last 20 years, the length of those cycles is actually getting shorter. And a lot of that is driven by an increased interest in property generally, but low interest rates, which gives people a greater affordability to get into the market. But also it is almost like there's a psyche that says, I am not successful until I own a property. So the pressure, the social pressure to actually participate in the property market and be an owner of a property is driving more buyers in that might have previously been a little bit footloose and fancy free and travelled more. And COVID certainly has had an impact on that as well, because less people are working overseas. They are putting down their roots and buying property in Australia. So it's actually brought more people to the marketplace than we would normally see at a home buying age or an investing age.